Okay, we've got one method, one call to the method, and then we should be able to try out this whole little project we've been working on today. So we need to be able to see, does our photo actually load? So we're going to add one more function in here. I'm going to put it down here after we're saving the profile photo. Load profile image, if any. So we'll call this load profile image, and this will take a path as a string. So we'll read that path from Firebase, if we have one, and we'll try to load the file. So we're going to generate a file from this path. We'll convert to a bitmap. So again, we'll use our bitmap factory class. So we're going to call decode stream. So we're going to use a file stream to decode our file, display in the image view. So we'll call set image bitmap to our bitmap image. We're going to pass in a string that we're going to read from Firebase. We're going to generate a file using that. We're going to open the file. So we're not generate, we're going to read the file and use a file input stream to convert it, decode it into a bitmap and render it. So we want to call this method in onCreate if the current user, if the photo URL property is not null. So if they have a path to a photo attached in Firebase, we then want to pass that path to this method and display that image. So we just need a few lines in onCreate, check the photo URL of the current user. If there is something there, then we're going to invoke this method to display their image as soon as they load the profile activity. So we'll go back up to our onCreate. So I'm going to add it in here. Right? We're already checking if we have a current user, we're displaying their name and email here. So we can add the code display photo URL, if any. So we'll create it as a URI that could be null. So this current user object, it has a photo URL. So that's a string. This I need to assert just in case it's not null. Okay, so sorry, I said it's a string. It is a URL, it's of type URI. So if our profile photo is not null, we're then just going to call the method we just wrote. Actually, I guess we don't even really need a variable here. We can just call load profile image and pass in our profile photo. We need to pass in the path attribute. I think also it wants a this way. So if we've got something in the URI, then we're going to call our method, which is going to take that URI, convert it to a bitmap, and try to load that. So if we have a path, then call load profile image and pass in that URI. We'll give this a shot. So I'm going to log out, and I'm going to try this with a couple different users and a couple different photos. So with my Google account, I will take a photo. So nothing loads. That's interesting. Okay, so I've got this window photo. Let's see if it persists if I come back. It is a temp file, but we are saving it, right? We are saving it to Firebase as well now. So something here isn't quite. Yes, we may be missing. You're right, Edward. Thank you. I think I missed a method. Let me check I have a feeling I missed a method. Let me check my demo app where it's working. We are saving the profile photo. Loading from storage. So this version works. I'm trying to see what I've missed. We're displaying it. We're saving. I don't have another method. So it should be. I'm just going to rerun my app. This should be all we need to do. I'm wondering if this is not showing. That's the wrong one. Going to reload the app and try it. we may need a method to save it to internal storage. Let us see. Okay, no, it did work. The code did work. It just didn't, the app didn't update. So if I change my profile photo of my Google account, I'll take a photo of the TV and save. Yeah. Should be working now. So now my photo persists. So if I log out, log back in with my Google account, it should show me the TV photo. And then I'll try it with a different user account. Right? So my photo is persisting here. So I'll log out. I'll use a different account. I'll take a different profile photo, make sure it loads, and then I'll go back to the Google account and ensure that my TV photo still shows. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't update, which is confusing when you're trying to debug it. Because you're not sure what's happening. So my Google user has a photo of the TV. My user 3 I'll take a photo of maybe a photo of the carpet. So now I'm going to log out and log back in as each of these users. My Google account should still, my profile photo should be the television, which it is. My user 3 account, the profile photo should be of the carpet. Which it is. So now the photos are saved to local storage, and the path is also attached to our user profile in Firebase. Okay, so our app is working the way we wanted it to. So this was everything I wanted to do for today. I will push everything up to GitHub. And I'm sure there'll be 37 of us here next week in the WebEx session for the exam. I will send out an announcement as well, but you will want to sign into WebEx before 11 a.m. I'll be sure to open the room up earlier next Friday. Okay. You do have a brief quiz about the camera as well, because I wanted to have 10 quizzes, so that's 20% of your mark. So today is our final quiz on the camera and storage. So to do with things like the permissions, the intent needed in order to do this. Okay, I will upload everything. Are there any questions from anybody for today? That's interesting. Ah, wrong project. Sure, Edwin, go ahead. Okay. So in that case, you could do something like you could use like a GitHub Pages and just create a privacy policy, let's say on GitHub Pages, and then include the URL there. You should be able to find, okay, that's fine too. Yep, that's fine. Any URL you can provide. So if you have a blog, that's great. You could use GitHub Pages, whatever, as long as it's a public URL, because Google may want to inspect it. Great question.